Hello students, welcome back to the Python programming series. In this video, let's see some programs related to the data file handling. These programs are related to the text file. Let's see the first program, that is reading text file line by line. We have a text file called the india.txt. We need to read this file line by line and split the words and take each word by word. While displaying, we need to use a hash symbol after each word. That is the program. Let's see how we can do that. I have already created a text file called the india.txt. This is the content of this text file. Now, I want to open this file in Python. It's a text file. I can use the open statement to open the text file, and here the purpose of opening is reading. So, I need to use this rmod. Then to read each line by line, we can use the read lines functions. That means the entire content, line by line, it will be read to the data. So then to read the entire lines of a text file, we can use the read line function. Our file handling pointer is f. Using this f, we can call this function. It's a method. So we can call this method read lines to get the lines of the file. So that will be stored to the DATA data. Then to get each line by line, we need to use a for loop for that. For line in data, then it takes each line by line. Then we need to split up the words. For that, we are using the split method of the string. So line dot split. So string splitting is happening. That means wherever space is there, that will be splitted up and that will be stored to words. Then using another loop, we are taking each word of that words to W. Each word to W from this words. Then after getting each word, we are printing that word using a hash there. Then this is the inner loop. Then in the outer loop, we are using an empty print. That means the next line will be in a new line. Then after traversing through the entire lines, we need to close the file. After operation, we need to close the file. That's all this program. Let's execute this one. You can see each lines of this india.txt file separated by hash. So we have taken line by line, and each line is split up into different words. And after each word, we are putting a hash. So this is how we access a text file. It's very simple. Now let's see another program which is also using a text file. Here we need to read the text file character by character, and we need to count the number of vowels, consonants, then digits, lowercase letters, uppercase letters. Separately, we need a count for that. So first, let's open the file using the open function. Here, we are giving the absolute path, d colon. If you are giving raw data, that means d colon slash only, then you have to prefix a r before that. Here, I am using double slash instead of that. Then the file here also need to be opened for read purpose. So we are using rmod. Then these are the variables used as counters. So all these variables are initialized with 0. Now here, instead of read lines, I am using another function, that is read function. This read function reads the entire content of the file to a list. Here the list name is given as data. So all the words, all characters, everything will be there in data. Then for taking each character by character, we are using a for loop. This for loop is starting here and it ends here. Now let's see what is happening within the for loop. Then first thing we are checking is whether that character is an alphabet. How we can check that? We can use the function isAlpha. If this character entered is alphabet, then we are checking whether it is a vowel or consonant. So vowels means A, E, I, O, U. The vowels may be capital letter A, E, I, O, U or small letter A, E, I, O, U. So instead of checking all these capital letter and the small letter and just checking with the small letters only. So we are converting that that taken CH to lowercase using the function method LOWER. So this will convert the taken CH to lowercase and it is checking against A, E, I, O, U. And if it is, that means membership operator is used. If this is A, E, I, O, U, then V is incremented. Otherwise, it's already alphabet. So definitely the otherwise it will be a consonant. So C is incremented in that case. Again in this if alphabet we are adding one more if else, that is this if else also. Here vowels and consonants are already checked. Now let's check the lowercase or uppercase letters. So to check that we can give isLower function. IsLower function, if it is true, we are incrementing the L. Otherwise definitely it will be a uppercase letter because it is alphabet here. So we are incrementing U here. Then this is the first if, outer if. Within that if, two if else's statements are coming. Now let's see the second part of this outer if. In the second part of outer if, we are checking whether it is a digit. So to check whether it is a digit, you can simply use isDigit function. If it is a digit, we are incrementing D. Then if it is not an alphabet, if it is not a digit, definitely it is other special symbol. Without checking, you can say it is other special symbols. That means space, comma, dollar sign, like that. So O is used for the counter for those special symbols. So O is incremented here. So after the execution of this for loop, all the characters of this file are checked and the corresponding counters are incremented. So we can simply print all the counters. Number of vowels, number of consonants, then digits, lowercase, uppercase and other symbols all are displayed out. Then after that we are closing the file. Here we are using the wish.txt. Let's see this file. This is our file. Now let's execute this program. See the output. This is our wishes.txt file. You can verify the output. Now let's see another program. In this program we need to read a text file. The text file name is pom.txt and we need to create another new file, that is new pom.txt. Here the lines that contains and is written to the second file. So here in this question we have two files. First file we are opening for the read purpose and second file we are opening for the write purpose. So let's open both the files. Here the first file pom.txt is opened for read purpose, so R is used as the mod and the file handle is F. Then second file, that is for the write purpose, that so we are opening that for write W file mode. Our file handle is fnew. After opening the file, we are using read lines function to read the entire lines of the file to data. After opening the file, we need to use this read lines function to read entire lines to data. Then after that, we need to look whether each line contains and. For that, we are using a for loop and we are traversing through all the lines. For line in data, then after reading the line, we are checking the line contains and using a membership operator. And in here, and is in small letter. So the line we are converting that to lower using lower function. The entire line is converted to lowercase and we are checking for an and in this line. If the Line contains and then we are writing the entire line to the new file. New file pointer is fnew. So fnew dot write, and within the bracket we are supplying the string line. After writing that line to the new file, then we are just printing the line, which line we have written to the new file, just to see that information. Then after the completion of this loop, the process is over. So we are closing both the files. That's all this program. Let's execute this. After the execution of this program, you can see the output like this. Lines with and actually writing to the new file is in process. That is a message given in between the program. Then after this, the lines containing and, they are only written to the new file. So let's look at the original file. The original pom.txt file contains these content. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So here, this first line, the third line and the fourth line contains and. The second line, no and there. So rest of the lines 1, 3 and 4 all are written to the new file newpom.txt. This is our program. So we have discussed how to read a text file character by character, word by word, line by line. Then how to write the content to a new file. All those things we have discussed. Thanks for watching.